What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steels again. Well, I got the camera up, man. I'm just go ahead and do this. I don't even want to call this a rant, but there's like a lot of people, on YouTube, magazines, just like the normal gaming topic right now is the PS3 and Sony. It's like, what is Sony doing? What is Sony place in this gaming console war right now? And so I'm just gonna, give you guys my take on everything. I think honestly, first of all, let me make this statement. I'm not a fanboy. I love all systems. If they have good games, I'm there. I buy them. I'm actually thinking about purchasing a PS3. So let's get out of the way first. I think Sony's kind of in a bad place right now because of, I think they kind of waited too long to really become aggressive. Like, I heard a lot of people, speaking on the pricing of the system, which I think has a lot to do with people not buying it. I've been buying games ever since Atari. Well, I didn't buy Atari, but my first system was a Nintendo, and I can remember like buying all the systems. I never, even when a system first came out, I never seen a system initially launch for $4.99 and $5.99. Never. Like only system I remember costing that much maybe was the Neo Geo. And I remember even when it came out, I wanted one so bad because it was basically like duplicated what you would play at the arcade room. Like King of Fighters would be exactly like King of Fighters, World Heroes would be exactly like World Heroes. But it was just too expensive. There was no way that I could convince my parents to actually pay I think it was $600 or $700 at that time for a console, and then the game was like $200-300. It was crazy. It was ridiculous prices. But anyway, I think the prices really dragged and really lagged with the PS3's purchasing because they're up, especially with the Xbox, because what they're dealing with is like you have to understand like most of the games that the PS3 has, the Xbox 360 has, and they look almost identical. Like they are. Some games you can actually tell that the PS3 looks better than the Xbox, but it's so unnoticeable. It's so unnoticeable mostly, and you really have to have like a really good TV just to be able to truly notice the difference in the graphics. So that's really hurting them. So games like Fallout, games like Street Fighter, Resident Evil 5, Oblivion, all the games that you can kind of name out that are real good. Unfortunately Xbox has them, and so it's like when you go to the store and you're looking, what's gonna make me decide to buy a $199 or $299 system over a $399 or $499, then it's like I can get almost 80% of the games on the cheaper system. So the extra $200 I would spend on getting a PS3, I can just get the Xbox 360 and buy accessories and games. The exclusive titles are, the Xbox, wins on that level too. Cause I know, just in my opinion, but I think like Gears of War, Halo, the huge selection of RPGs. I just read in the new issue of Game Informer that Mass Effect 2 was actually going to be Microsoft exclusive. You got Left 4 Dead, which is a Microsoft exclusive. Most of the downloadable content is Microsoft exclusive. So right now, Microsoft is actually even winning with the in the exclusive area, and then it's cheaper. So it's not just the price. It's like you're looking at the overall picture, and Microsoft is just winning in the overall picture. And especially now, since Microsoft has the Red Ring of Death situation, seeming like it's getting more under control. So that's another positive in Microsoft's opinion, in their favor. Now, I think like what's really going to define whether it's this is my opinion, that if the PlayStation 3 is gonna have a place in this new generation of systems or not, it's gonna be all up to the Wii. And you might ask the question of saying, like, well, why would I think the Wii would be the deciding factor if the PlayStation 3 is around in 2 years or not? It's because the Wii controls the majority of the market now, and the Xbox is second. You know, there's talk that the Wii is, you know, this year is the year for the Wii, based on they're finna bring in Dead Space. You know, they're finna bring in their version of Resident Evil. There's a lot of games now that, you know, because the whole story was the Wii was a kiddie system and they didn't have any games. You know, they're finna come up, they second and third parties are finna come in with some more, you know, mature games. Plus, there's talk about Metroid, a new Metroid. There's talk about a new Zelda game coming, a new Final Fantasy game coming. You know, more RPGs coming to the Wii. And I think if the Wii comes in with all these exclusives and more mature games, then I think with still a $250 tag, that is really going to cripple the PS3. Because now when you go in the store, you're not just thinking about, if you're, you know, a hardcore gamer, you're just not thinking about anymore if, you know, you want to buy a PS3, or Xbox 360. You know, now you have to think about, you know, do I want to get the Wii, or do I want to get the Xbox 360, or do I want to get a PS3? And if I'm going to buy two systems, which two I'm going to buy? And realistically, the Wii has more exclusives that you won't get on the Xbox or the PlayStation 3. So I think that if the Wii really kicks in with these mature games, keeps the $250 price tag, it becomes easier to find, then I think that's really going to cripple the PlayStation 3, because it really, Sony doesn't really have a firm root in it to battle with the Wii. Now, there was also rumored that Microsoft was going to fade out their Elite bundle and basically drop the price of the Pro down to $250, which would go head on with the Wii. And that, you know, and the Pro can go online, so you get like a 60 gig hard drive online, 3 months online, you know, wireless remote for $250. And Sony just announced today, I was reading on the website like 15 minutes ago, that they really had no plans of dropping the PlayStation 3 at all. It's not looking good, Sony. I mean, this is like, without them doing a price cut, it's like their system is almost $150 to $200 over what it costs to buy a Wii or an Xbox 360. And plus on the Microsoft side too, always, you know, as well, you know, more and more companies are starting to flood going to Microsoft, because they're selling more games on the 360 than they are on the PlayStation 3. So, you know, at the end, who knows? That was just my opinion, just some things I saw about, you know, the console war. If any of you guys, I know you guys have your own opinions, so if you're watching this video, I would love to hear your opinions about what do you think about the console war, the Wii, Xbox 360, and the PlayStation 3, and what do you think Sony needs to do to actually, you know, gain some momentum, man. And I really hate to see them go down this way. I mean, I could have went on, you know, on and on about some different, more, you know, things they should do that they don't do, but, you know, we'll just leave it at that. But like I said, let me know. It's your boy Steels Forever, and as always, comment, rate, and subscribe. You know how we do. Later.